Hi, my name is Dave Lugga, aka Swamp Rat Dave. I was given that nickname by my old trapping partner Gary a long time ago. I've trapped this Hudson River section for 48 years. I can't believe it. 48 years. I'll share some funny stories, some catches, habitat, and animal fur handling so you know what to do with this stuff once you catch it. I won't tell you what to do, but more I'll tell you what not to do, as I've made a lot of mistakes. I was self-taught, trial and error, so sit back and enjoy 48 years of trapping the Hudson with Swamp Rat Dave, my co-host and young trapping partner Devontae, and my camera girl is my daughter Amanda. And we're going to call this thing
Dave's Wild Kingdom.
Dave's Wild Kingdom. These setbacks on the river, the water's gone way down. Yesterday I caught a beaver in this set, which is just out in the water in the channel set. Today I got a muskrat. Way out in this muck hole for a muskrat. Great. What are you going to do? You better not be a big guy if you're walking in this muck. It's up to my knees, literally. But it's kind of a hard $2. Oh well. Maybe tomorrow we'll have an otter or something here, but today it's a muskrat. I'll be lucky if I don't get stuck coming out of here. Dave out. Some days are harder than others. The river's low, the muck is up. I guess you gotta just love the outdoors. Right, Amanda? Hey guys, we got a nice raccoon down here. Why don't you come down here and film this, Amanda? And we'll put it in the video. We got a nice big adult raccoon here. I imagine it's a male. Came down this gut just like the fisher did yesterday. Beautiful raccoon. We're going to dispatch this raccoon and show you what kind of set I made. In this set, I had a gray squirrel that I found dead in the road for bait, and this possum dug him up. But we are loaded with possums up in New York, upstate New York, everywhere. They're the worst eater of bird nests and eggs that we have. They're rough on game birds and real rough on songbirds. We are overloaded with possums. I'm going to take care of this possum. I got a couple funny possum stories I'll tell later, but we have a lot of possums, and they are a very efficient predator. Caught him in this hollow log set with a gray squirrel buried for bait. Gray squirrel I found in the road, buried it in a hole, but all the animals, predators and stuff, love these old dead logs. This is a hollow stump like it goes up here, but they love this whole thing, and this material here is real nice to bed your traps with. But do your part if you're a trapper. Thin down the possums. We have way too many possums raiding the bird's nest. Hey, we're on the other side of the culvert in the setback off the river, and we've had some kind of action here. We've got a broken tomato stake over here, which I used on the beaver set. And here's the other one right here. This one over here has been snapped in half. And this drops off really bad, so I can't find anything right here, and it's deep. It drops off like a rocket. You know, do you guys know I got Devontae and my daughter Amanda and her boyfriend. You know why I think this is probably a beaver or possibly an otter? Any clues?
Because you're hoping.
No, I'm not hoping, but whatever it was strong enough to break this stake. And I don't think it's a trap thief, because a trap thief would stand up there as close as it could and pull these stakes out and leave them on the bank, and he would take the trap. But where these were pulled out into the pond area, into the deeper water, and one of them was broke, so I know it's not a mink or a muskrat because they can't possibly break this wooden stake. So I'm thinking it's a bigger animal, My partner here, Devontae, can you go get that grapple hook out of the back of the truck? I bring a grapple hook just in case this happens. And it happens not a lot, but once or twice a year I lose something. See if you can throw that out there, Devontae, and maybe we can figure out what exactly happened. Get a little closer if you need to, but just throw that out in the main channel. Usually they flop around because it's a conibear. It's not a foot trap. So it's probably out there in that deep water. It goes off, let it go right to the bottom, and you should hear it tink when you hit the trap. I mean, he's not going to be alive, obviously, but feel anything?
No.
Well, keep trying. I try it 3 or 4 times out there. Maybe. Anything? You feel anything?
Yeah.
You got something? Something? Well, see if you bring. Oh, there he is. He's up. I figured he was out there. I just can't get to him. Yeah, he's up. Whacked up on the bottom somehow. But there he is. All right. Well, yeah, it was a beaver. This happens once in a while. That's like 6, 7 foot deep quick. So when this happens, he just straps around, broke the wire, and well, he actually broke the stake. But he was there. He doesn't really go anywhere, but I bring that grapple hook. It's a coyote grapple on a chain, actually, just in case this happens. And it's not even a huge beaver, but he flopped around and went out in that deep water. So we'll reset this set. Just so this doesn't happen, is there a window weight back there with some wire on it? We're going to put this trap on a window weight because this has all been rebedded. It's all this crushed stone. It's very hard to get any kind of anything in here. So I'm going to take this window weight and about 6, 8 foot of wire and wire this trap to it so I can find it a little easier, just in case that happens. This is a window weight. These are very handy for trapping. If the old people will know what a window weight is. In the construction, you can pick them up for nothing. I got a pile of these. They make good drags. And I'm going to put this right down here where the trap's at. So if it jumps out there somewhere, I can find it easier. Plus, even if you have to use the grapple, you got more to grapple onto. So that's it. All right. These culverts connecting these 2 ponds together are always real good producers. The Hudson River's over there, these 2 ponds connected. So we got a muskrat on this side. We will take him out in this beaver trap. This is these are Bridger Magnums, 280s. I like them because they catch everything. Just don't get your thumb in them like I did yesterday, because they close tight and it doesn't come out. It really hurts. But pay attention to what you're doing. These type trap setters work pretty good. You get old and feeble like me, setting these by hand is pretty rough. Setting with a trap setter sometimes is pretty rough. So we'll reset this one, and then we do have one set on the other side of this culvert. Connects the 2 ponds. We'll check that before we go. Hey, we're on the other side.
Where are you? I don't see you. You're buried in there.
I'm here.
He's there.
I'm not that small. Hey, we're on the other side of that culvert where the county put the beaver let through. There's a little brook coming off this side of the culvert. They didn't put the blockage here. It's more important on the upside of it. But there's always a little brook coming off this. Now this little brook coming out of here, there's no beavers in here right at the moment. But these little brooks that trickle off the back of these culverts, and this one goes out into the Hudson River here, which you can see in the background. Look at the flocks of geese up there, Amanda. This is a real good highway for wildlife. This is a good spot. I always throw a couple sets in here. This is great for mink, muskrat, otter, and beaver. They just love to use these channels over and over. They've been using these channels now for 48 years that I know of. So now we got something down here. But I always throw a couple. Always, if you're gonna put one set in for rats and stuff, put a couple in. So we got one here. Here's a muskrat. I like to use a 220 like this. because you will catch a muskrat, usually a beaver unless it's a giant, but you'll catch a muskrat, an otter, or a mink in a 220. You catch them all. This time we got a muskrat. All right, cut it. Got a couple water sets coming off this old beaver dam. They're here all the time. Also notice this right here. This is the work by the county, and there's a few different setups to keep beavers from plugging these culverts up. They plug them constantly. I trap them constantly. This is one of their newer setups. I haven't seen this. Seems to be working good. Basically, the beavers can't plug it. The only trouble with this thing is it's very simple. It's just mesh with some metal stakes holding it tight. But you're going to have to clean that out quite a bit because stuff's going to float in there. They're going to plug it up, so you've got to maintain it. But it probably serves the purpose. Works okay. We got a couple coming off the run here off an old dam. There's nothing in them. We got a couple more on the other side. We'll check them.